Hello everyone and welcome back to the World War II Solitaire board game channel and another mission of Lone Sherman, Solitaire Wargame by Mike Lambo. We're going to play mission 3 today, Eliminate the Infantry. I have a feeling that I'm going to like this mission. Our mission for today is to clear all the infantry. So after that we have to move off the map with the red arrow. So setup is simple as always. We place our Sherman on the black arrow, pointing towards the arrow. And then we place one German infantry on each of the 6 buildings. So lots and lots and lots of German infantry on this map. And like that's not bad enough, well, we got 2 Panzer IVs. So we're going to go ahead and roll to see where they start. The first start at 2. That's all right for me. I don't want him to start at 1 or 6. And then we have the second one at 3. So that's good. They're all quite far away. So what I have to do, like I said, is take out all of these infantrymen. And I think I can do that, but I think I have to deal with the Panzers first. If I try to engage them too fast, I think we're going to have a real problem. I think my plan is going to be to go somewhere here and get myself into a hold down position and just wait them out, and then when they come, try to either stay hold down and take them out or try to outflank them. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so we go ahead and start to roll, and we start by rolling for our movement. And you know the deal, we're on a road, so we have 2 dice. 1 more die for our driver alive, 1 more die for our assistant driver alive, and then 1 more die because our hatch is popped. So we roll 1, 1, 1, and 5 and 6. Okay, so the 1 we shall use here to turn. And then we shall use the 5 and the 6 to move and move. And then we shall use the remaining ones to turn. And oh, the ones are for reversing. My apology. So I'll use the double 1 to turn once. And then I'm standing like that. You got to be careful on this map because there's a lot of sniper fire. So you got to be careful with that hatch. You might want to close it if you get within line of sight, but we are not in line of sight with one of these guys, luckily. But if you put your tank in line of sight, you're going to want to close that hatch. Okay, and then we roll for fire, and we roll 2 because we're on a field, 1 because the gunner is alive, 1 because the loader is alive, 1 because commander has his hatch popped. And we definitely roll enough to load our gun, and that is actually the only thing that we want to do. And then we roll a total of 3 for our miscellaneous, 2 because we're on a field, 1 because our commander is alive. And we roll a very good roll here, 6, 6, and 5. We're going to go ahead and use the 5 to pop smoke, and then we're going to use the 6, double 6 to hold down. And that's it for my turn. We now go to the Germans, and of course, as you know, only the tanks are going to act. And the closest one is, I think they're the same amount of hexes away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so 1 to 3 we start with him, 4 to 6 we start with him. And we roll 4, so this guy is going to start. He is on a field. He rolls 4 dice, and he rolls 2, 2, 3, and 4. So if we have a German on the field with a roll of 2, he will move. With the 2, he will move or turn, but he will move. And with the 3, he will fire or move, but since he cannot fire, he will move. And final is 4, so he will move again. A lot of movement for that guy. And then we have the next tank. And we roll a 1, a 1, a 4, and a 6. So he is on a field as well. So So with a 1 he would fire, but he can't fire. He doesn't have line of sight, so he will turn. And on a 1 he will turn. And on a 4 he will turn. And on a 6 he will fire or hold down. And since he cannot fire, he will hold down. And that's the end of that. And then we roll for end of event. End of turn events. And we roll 7, which is all adjacent German infantry attack. And luckily we are not adjacent to any infantry. Okay, so it's our turn again. I am gonna go ahead and roll. For. I'm gonna roll for movement first. I'm gonna try to pivot, and I roll 4, 3, 5, 5, and 2. So that's definitely enough to pivot. So I pivot, and unfortunately I lose my dug in, but I do face him with my frontal armor. I think that's worth it, and I don't use any of the other dice. I'm gonna go ahead and roll for fire now, and I have 5 dice because of all the live soldiers and so on. Roll 4, 4, 5, 5, and 1. So that's a pretty decent roll. We will use the 2 4s. That's a double roll. We will use that to fire main gun, and we fire the AP shot here at the Panzer IV. He has a size of 4. He is 1, 2, 3 hexes away. So with 1 3-line sight, so 4 turns into 7, 8. I need 8 or higher to hit. And I roll 5, so that means I miss. Unfortunate. I use the 1 to load my gun again, and then I use the 5 to fire. Again, I need 8 or higher to hit, and I roll 10, so this time I do hit. I hit his frontal side armor. That is, we can see here, armor value of 5. My AP is 1, so I need a 4 or higher to penetrate. And I roll a 5, so I penetrate. Let's roll for the damage. And I roll a 1, so that's not a destroyed, of course. However, it damages him, and I'm happy for that, definitely. And that is not the end of my turn. I have a 5, so I could potentially fire again, but I'm unloaded now, so I need to load my gun. So we go ahead and roll for miscellaneous. We roll 3 dice because we're on a field and commander is alive. And we roll a 1, which would let us load. Perfect. So we're going to load. Roll a 4, which would let us turn or move. And 4 is actually repair. And then we roll a 5, smoke or repair. So we go ahead and smoke. Pop some smoke here. And that's the end of our turn. We will go with this German. He is now damaged, so you roll on this chart instead of actually moving. So this chart, let's hope he doesn't roll a 1 and repair. We roll 2 dice, and he rolls a 3 and a 5. Let's use these one not to confuse me. The 3 means that he will move, and the 5 means that he will fire. So he will now fire at me, and I have a size of 4. I am 1, 2. Okay, he can't actually fire at me. And if he can't fire, he will do nothing. And the reason why he can't fire now is because some of you might think this is a little bit strange, but I actually love it. So this is where he can see at. I think it's genius because it's so simple. It's a little bit simpler than what you're used to, perhaps. But this is where he can see and fire. And then he can't see over here because this blocks line of sight. So basically you can see from your hex, the central through all of the hexes on the 6 sides. So I think that is really cool because then you never have to worry about, is that line of sight? Then you don't have to do as I did in my first video, the preview video. You don't have to pull out a bunch of stuff to measure and is it really going into the center? I've lost times that I have done that in Memoir 44, arguing with my friends. Is that really line of sight? Can you fire upon that location? Can you see that soldier? So, but it's a little bit simplified, of course, as you can see, and it's a little bit strange then that this guy cannot fire at this guy. But I think it is also for the best, because that saves you a lot of trouble. So this guy can fire here, he can fire here, but not here. And the same here, I can fire at him now. Anyway, that's the end of his turn. We roll now 4 dice for the other Panzer IV up to the northwest, and he rolls a bunch of rolls. 1, 3, 4, and 5. And he is on a field, so with a 1 he will fire or turn. He cannot fire, so he will turn. On a roll of 3, he will fire or move. He cannot fire, so he will move. On a roll of 4, he will turn. On a roll of 5, he will move or reverse, so he will move. And that's the end of their turn. We go to end of turn event. We roll 9. If commander is not killed in action, he can load, repair, or extinguish fire. But I don't need to do any of those, so we're good. And then it is our turn again, and we are going to roll for movement first, because I want to get a flank shot at this guy now. So we roll 5 dice, we're on a field, we're pop hatch and all of that stuff. Ooh, before we roll perhaps, where should we move to fire? We could potentially move here. And that actually means we might want to close our hatch, because otherwise this guy is going to have his sniper line of sight at us. Okay, so I'll close my hatch, and that means I'm just going to get to roll 4 dice. So we roll 4 dice for movement. And we roll, that's very strange, 3, and 5. Okay, so let's see what we do here. With the 3, we're gonna go ahead and turn. With the 5, we are gonna go ahead and move. And then with the remaining 3, we will turn like so. And we're gonna be happy with that. So let's hope that we get the number we need to kill now. We get 2 dice because we're on a field. We get 1 because gunner is alive, 1 because loader's alive. However, we don't get that 5th die now because we have our hatch buttoned up. So let's hope we roll for at least a 5 or a 6. We can get that guy. Oh yeah, we get a good roll. That's a good roll. I would have liked to have perhaps 1 more load, but this is gonna let me fire twice at that guy. Okay, so we use the 6 to fire main gun. Fire AP at this guy. He has the size of 4. He's 2 hexes away, but with 1 tree line. So to hit him, we need a 7 or higher. Emerald 10s, we do hit. To penetrate now, we need to roll. His frontal side armor is 5. We have 1 in penetration value, so we need a 4, 5, or 6 to penetrate his armor. And we roll a 4, so we penetrate, and that means he's dead, because even if we get damage, he's already damaged. That means we have managed to take him out. Okay, so that's pretty good. Then we have a 2. We're gonna use the 2 to load our gun with another AP round. And we end the turn because we don't have line of fire to him, and we have to be adjacent, of course, to these guys to fire. So what I'm gonna do now is roll 3 dice, 3 dice on miscellaneous, because you get the 3rd die for commander being alive, popped hatch, or buttoned up. So 3 dice. And that's a pretty good dice roll, actually. 5, 6, 6. I would have liked to have a load. Oh, actually, we are already loaded, so I don't need that. That is actually then the best roll we can get. With the 2 6s, we're going to go ahead and get dug in. And with the 5, we are going to go ahead and pop some smoke. Okay, very good turn. Let's see what this guy does now. He is on mud, so he rolls 3d6. He rolls a double 4 and 5. In mud with a roll of 4, they will move. And again, move. And on a roll of 5, guess what? Fire! Yes, sir! So this guy is firing on me now. And to hit me, this guy will need, because my size is 4, but I am 1, 2, 3 hexes away, so that becomes 7. Then the 7 becomes 8 because we have a tree line here. And the 8 becomes a 10 because we're dug in. And the 10 becomes an 11 because we have smoke. So he needs to roll 11 or 12. to hit me, and he rolls 7, so he does not hit. That is the end of the German turn. We roll now for end of turn events, and we roll 12. That is a Panzer III coming on the board. I don't care so much about them. I don't, it's not really making me stressed out. He will start over here, so that's far away. Don't really care, but yeah, the Panzer IVs can definitely be really dangerous. Okay, so that is the end of our turn, or that turn, and it is now again our turn to act. So the question is now, do I want to move, or do I potentially want to... I think my best bet is perhaps to move. I mean, it is nice with the dug in marker and all. That is a +2, for him to hit. But if I move closer, I will have a higher chance of hitting him. However, to hit him, I only need to roll, let's see here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or higher. So I should probably be able to do that. Yeah, okay, I'm going to stay put. I'm dug in. I'm feeling pretty safe here. I'm going to stay put. And I'm going to go ahead and roll for fire. I get 2 dice because I'm on a field. 1 because gunner is alive. 1 because loader is alive. And, wow, okay, that's a lot of fire. That is a lot of fire. So, I would not like to roll some loads too. Well, we go ahead and use the 5 to fire our main gun. And we fire the main gun at this Panzer IV. Like I said, I need an 8 or higher to hit him. We roll 5, so that is going to be a miss. We go ahead and use the double 6 to perform a load function, and then we use the 6 to fire again. 8 or higher to hit, and roll 6, so unfortunately for me that is a miss. I'm not going to roll on movement because I don't want to move. I will roll 3 dice on miscellaneous table. And roll 5, 6, and 3. Let's see here, with the 3 I could turn or move, 5 I could smoke or repair, 6 I could extinguish fire. I will pop some smoke. And that is the end of my turn. Let's see what this guy will do. He's on a field, so he will get 4 dice, so he could potentially fire 4 times. Let's hope that he does not. He will do exactly that. Okay, that sucks. So with the 3 on a field, they will fire. So he will need to hit me. I am the size 4. I am 3 hexes away, so that becomes 7, 8, 9, 10 because I'm dug in. Let's see, and actually 11 because we have a tree line here between us, which he is not adjacent to. So that means, let me count again, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He needs 11 or higher to hit. He rolls 6, so he misses. He will fire again with a roll of 3, 11 or higher, and he rolls snake eyes. And the 6s, they are the same, they're also fire, so he will fire again. 11 or higher to hit, he rolls 5. And one last time, he's gonna get to fire. And guess what? He rolls 11, guys. That's rather unfortunate. So my frontal armor is 6. His armor penetration value is 1. So he will penetrate on a 5 or 6. And he rolls a 1. Okay, that's lucky. Very happy about that. And that is the end of the German turn. We go to end of turn events. And we roll 10, which is Stuka. So I can fire at the Stuka if I have a popped hatch, but I do not have that. So that is also one of the disadvantages to not having your hatch open. So now the Stuka will try to hit me. He will hit on 8 or higher. And he rolls 9, so he does hit me. My armor value is going to be, let's see here, AP 1 versus armor value 4. So the armor value on the top is 4. He has an AP value of 1, so he will get me on a 3 or higher. And he rolls 5. That's unfortunate. Now we'll have to roll for damage. Roll a 2, killed in action check. If you're really lucky now, we roll a 5 or 6, then nothing happens. And we roll a 4. So 4 is the driver. So our driver is killed in action by that Stuka attack. Okay, so that's unfortunate. But I'd rather have the driver away than the gun roller loader, to be honest. And that is the end of that turn. So we go again. The question is, do I want to stay here or do I perhaps want to move? I feel like the dug-in position is too good to give away, so I'm going to stay. I'm not going to roll for movement. I'm not going to move. I'm only, or at least I'm starting with attack. I might move if I destroy this guy. So we roll 4 dice, 2 because we're on a field, 1 for the gunner, 1 for the loader, in attack. And yeah, again with these strange rolls. Okay, we will use the double 6 to load. Then we shall use the 5 to fire, and we fire the main gun at the Panzer. We need, his size is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 8 or higher to hit him. And roll 7. Oh, darn it. We use the 2 to load up our gun. And then we roll for miscellaneous 3 dice. And roll 1, 2, and 5. So we could load. We could actually fire main gun. That is awesome. 2 we can fire machine gun, and 5 we can smoke. I'll say so. We'll start by using the 1 to fire the main gun. We fire at this guy. Again, we need 8 or higher to hit. And now I get a roll of 12. Perfect. So to penetrate his armor, because his frontal side is 5, I need 4, 5, or 6 to penetrate now. Yes, we penetrate that armor. Now we have to roll 4 damage. If I roll a 5 or a 6, we destroy him. I roll a 1, so he's just damaged. It would be cool if I would manage to kill him, but I did not manage to kill him this time. So let's see here. We have 5 and 2 left, so I could fire machine guns, which I can't because I'm not adjacent to any infantry. We have a roll of 5, which will let me pop smoke, so I'm definitely going to do that. That is the end of my turn. We now roll for a German, and Herman the German is damaged, so he only gets 2 dice now. Ah, crap. He rolls 1 and 2, so the 1 will let him repair. And the 2 will let him turn. Okay, so that's not very good. That's not very good at all. That is end of German turn. We roll for end of turn events, and we roll 9, which is commander, if alive, can load, repair, or extinguish. He is going to go ahead and load. So the question now is what I want to do. If I got 1 turn and 1 movement, I could get to his side. Actually, it's just going to be, I need 2 movements for that. I'm going to stay put because I'm dug in. I'm not going to risk it. So we roll on fire again with 4 dice. And we roll too many loads this time. See here what we can do with this. We can do like that. So we shall use the 6 to fire, and we need, as before, 8 or higher to hit, and roll 12, so we hit again. This time we need a 5 or 6 to penetrate his value, because his frontal value of armor is 6, or penetration is 1. 5 or 6, yes! We penetrate now with a roll of 5 or 6, we kill him. Come on! Yes! I got him. That was really close to me using a very bad cuss word. But yeah, we got him. Okay, so we use the, let's see here, we use the 1 to load our gun. And that's it. Now we're done with the fire. We are going to roll for the movement phase now. And we get only 3 dice. 2 because we're on a field. Sorry, we get 1 because we're on a field. And then we get 1 because we have our assistant driver alive. So we only get 2 dice. I don't know why I thought we would get 2 dice on the field. That is only when you attack or miscellaneous. So yeah, that makes sense that you would have 2 on a road, not on a field, because a road is easier to move on, and perhaps a field is more advantageous when attacking. Okay, so we only get 2 crappy dice, but We're gonna roll them anyway. We get 5 and 1, which is reverse or move, and we are gonna go ahead and move. So we move and lose our dug in position, and then we roll 3 dice on the, sorry, we roll actually 2 for the miscellaneous, because now we're on a road. So we roll 1 and 1, that is gunner may fire main gun, and it is also hold down, so just for the sake of it, we're gonna hold down. And that's the end of our turn, and we have an enemy here, which I've forgotten to roll for last turn, or maybe even 2 turns. I'm gonna roll 2 times for him this time. He's on a road, so he gets 4 dice. And these dice keeps jumping, and we roll 1, 1, 3, and 4. Crap on a stick. See here. There we go. Yeah, I got too focused on those passive 4s. I just forgot about that guy. So on a road, he will fire or turn. So he will use turn. Fire or turn, he will use turn. Okay, he was actually like that, so he would turn like that, and then like that. And then on a 3, he will fire or move. He can't fire, so he will move. And on a 4, he will move or turn, so he will move. And then let's roll for him again, since we forgot last turn. And we roll 1, 2, 5, and 6. So on a roll of 1, he will fire. And he can actually fire on me here. And to hit me, he will need a roll of, because I'm 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, he can't because there is a building here blocking line of sight. So instead of firing, he will turn. And then on a 2, he will move. And then on a 5, he will move. And then on a 6, he will fire. So now he will fire. And he will fire, he will hit me, I mean, on a roll of 5 or higher. So actually 7 or higher, because we have a hold down status there. So 7 or higher. And he rolls 5, so he misses. Lucky roll for me. And then it is end of turn events. And we roll 11, so we have another Panzer III here. And we roll for his place to spawn, which is 3. That's over here. Okay. And then it is my turn. Alright, so I'm dug in. I'm gonna roll for movement. I have dug in. Maybe I should try to move first and maybe flank him. He has a really crappy armor value, so he would only penetrate on a roll of 6 if I face him. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I roll for movement first, and we roll 2 dice because we're on a road, 1 because our assistant driver was alive. And we roll a 1, 1, and 3, so the 3 will let us turn. And then we use the double 1. Oh, we will not use the double 1, that's where we want to be. And we have to remove the dug-in marker. And then we roll for fire, and for firing we will get a total of 4 dice. And that's not a very good roll. The 3 and 4 we can't use them because we're not adjacent to any enemy infantry. The 6 we can use to fire the main guns, so that's what we're gonna do. To hit this guy, his size is 5, so we need to roll 6 or higher because he's 1 hex away. And we roll 6. His frontal armor value is 5, and we have a 1 in penetration, so we need 4, 5, or 6 to penetrate. And we roll a 6, we definitely penetrate. The damage now is a 1, which means he's just damaged, not destroyed. And then we go ahead and use the 1 to load, and that's the end of our attack turn. We still get to roll for miscellaneous, and that's going to be a roll of 2. And we roll 6 and 3. 6 is extinguish fire, and 3 is turn or move, but I'm not going to do that. So then it is this guy's turn. He gets 2 dice because he's damaged. And he rolls a 6 and 3. Let's see here. A 3 is going to be move or turn. He can't move, so he will not turn because he's facing me, so it's skipped. And 6 is smoke, so he pops some defensive smoke. Then let's not forget about this guy up here. He's on a field, so he gets a roll of 4. And he rolls a lot of 1s. A lot of 1s and a 6. So you know the deal with the ones, that is fire or turn. So the first one he will turn, and the second one he will turn, and the third one he will turn. And then on 6 he will fire or hold down, and since he cannot fire, he will simply hold down. End of event turns, and we're all free, which is sniper fire. So I'm pretty lucky to be buttoned up now, otherwise I would be killed. That's a commander. And then it is my turn again. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and roll first for fire, and we get to roll 4 dice for that. And I keep dropping my dice. And we get 1, 1, 2, and 5. So maybe we'll get this guy now. So we use the 5 to fire the main gun. To hit him now, because he has smoke, his size is 5. 1 hex away, 6. 7 because of the smoke. 7 or higher to hit. And roll 7, that's exactly what we need. To penetrate his armor, we need 4, 5, or 6. And we're all free, so he makes it. He survives. Wow, lucky guy. We used the 2 to reload our gun, and then we used the double 1 to fire our main gun. We need, what did I say? I forgot already. 5, 6, 7 or higher to hit. And we roll 9, so we hit. We penetrate his armor on 4, 5, or 6. Roll 2. That's a no-go. But it's not over yet. We still get to roll 2 dice here. If we are lucky, we roll 2 1s, and then we would get to load and fire. We don't even get 1 1, we get the 2, and then we get a 5. The 5 is gonna let us pop smoke, and that's all we're gonna do. And that is the end of our turn. We remove the German smoke, and then we roll for the Germans. This guy rolls 2 dice, since he's damaged. Come on! 1 and 1, so that lets him that lets him repair himself. And that's it. That's what he's gonna do. And then we roll for this guy up here. He gets 4 dice. He rolls a 1, a 2, a 5, and a 6. So he is on a field. So with a 1 he would fire, but he can't, so instead he will turn. With a 2 he will move. With a 5 he will move. And with a 6 he would fire, but he cannot, so instead he will hold down. He's sharing this space here with the infantry. And then we roll for end of turn events. We roll 3, which is sniper fire again. Again, we are lucky to be buttoned up. Okay, so it's our turn again, and I'm not really sure what to do with this guy. Maybe I should try to flank him, but it's, we only have 3 dice, so it's not going to be very likely to happen. We'll stay put. We'll stay put and wait it out. We roll for attack, 4 dice, and we roll 2 and 6, and 3 and 6. Okay, so with the 2 we will get to load, and with the 6 we will get to attack. I already forgot what I need to hit. I believe it's 7 or higher. Let's see. He is size 5, 1 hex away, so it's 6 or higher to hit him. And we rolled 7, so we got him. Now we have the roll to see if we penetrate his armor. We will penetrate his armor on 4, 5, or 6. And roll a 4, so that's cool. Now we need to roll for damage. On a 5 or a 6, he's destroyed. Roll a 2, so he's damaged again. Totally annoying, because I would like to get him now. We got another one on the way here. Okay, so what can we do with the 6? Nothing. With the 3, nothing. So we're done. We roll 2 dice on the miscellaneous table. Yeah, and we're still on the road. That's not good, because we could potentially also get mines. We roll 5 and 4. 4 is repair, 5 is smoke, so we're gonna go ahead and pop smoke. And that's it for me. We roll for the Germans, and we roll for this guy first. He's damaged, so he rolls 2d6, 5 and 6, which is fire and smoke. So to fire at me, my size is 4. I am 1 hex away with smoke, so he needs 6 or higher to hit. and he rolls 6, so he hits. To penetrate my armor, this guy is gonna need a roll of, let's see here, he's gonna need a roll of 6 because his armor penetration value is 0. 6, he hits. 3, so he does not hit. Okay, and then he goes ahead and pops smoke. Then we have to roll for the guy up here. He is currently on a road, so he will get 4 dice to roll. And he rolls a 1, a 2, a 4, and a 5. So let's see what he does. He's on a road. 1 is fire or turn. He cannot fire, so he will turn. 2 is move or turn. He will move. 4 is move or turn. He will move. 5 is move or reverse. He cannot move, so he will reverse. Okay, and then we have end of turn events, Emerald 4, which is sniper fire, really close to that to getting the mines. And it's our turn again, and we're just gonna keep punching back, keep the meat grinder going. We roll 4 on B, that's attack. And wow, okay. So what we can do here with this roll is we can use the 2 to load our gun. Then we can use the double 1 to fire the main gun. So we fire the main gun at this guy. We need a roll of 6, 7 or higher now because he has smoke. 7 or higher to hit. And we roll 7. That's exactly what we need. To penetrate his armor now, we need 4, 5, or 6. Please help me. Roll 2. That's so annoying, man. We use the 2 to reload our gun, and that's the end of that. We roll now on miscellaneous table, a roll of 2. Please give us a roll of 1. Yeah, that's sweet. Okay, so we get a roll of 1, and that lets us fire the main gun. Like I said, I need a 7 or higher to hit. Then roll 12, perfect. To penetrate now, we need 4, 5, or 6. Oh man! Come on! How can you be this unlucky? 6, extinguish fire. We don't need to do that. We roll for the bloody tank here. He rolls 2. At least he doesn't repair, but he will fire 2 times at me. So first time to hit, he will need a roll of 5 or higher to hit. And he rolls 7, so he hits. To penetrate, he needs a roll of 6. And this guy, he penetrates my goddamn armor. Sorry for using the Lord's name in vain. He penetrates my armor. Come on. I can't penetrate his. I can't kill him, but he's doing that. Let's roll for the damage. He rolls 3, which means we're currently on bloody fire. That's really bad. He gets to fire again. And this time this time again, he needs a 5 or higher to hit. He rolls a 5, so he hits. He needs a 6 to penetrate our armor, and this time he rolls a 1. Next guy, he will get 4 dice. And he rolls a 3, double 5, and a 6. Okay, so he is on a road. So we roll a 3, he will fire or move. He cannot fire because this building blocks line of sight, so he will instead move. We roll a 5, he will move or reverse. He cannot move, so he will reverse. And on a roll of 5, he will move or reverse. He can move, so he will move. On a roll of 6, he will fire or smoke. He cannot fire, so he will instead smoke. Okay, that's pretty funny. And that's the end of the German turn. We now roll for end of turn events, and we roll 4 sniper fire again. I needed a 9 to extinguish that fire. Okay, so it is the end of the turn. We go to our next turn. Let's see how this goes. We roll again on fire. I'm contemplating whatever to pop my hatch. I'm gonna pop my hatch just now to try to get control of the situation. I will get 1 more die here. Actually, I will not get 1 more die here, but I will get 1 more here and here. And we need to take this guy out. So we roll 5 dice now on attack. And let's see here. The 4 and the 3 are totally wasted. They're fire machine guns, which we can't do. The 2 and the 1 is okay. Because with the 1 we can load. And then with the 5 we can fire the main gun. To hit this guy we need to roll 6 or higher. Bloody. We miss. We miss. We use the 2 to load our gun, and that's the end. We roll now 2 dice on miscellaneous table, and we roll a 4 and a 1, and that's not what we need. We need to roll a 6. However, we will use the 4 to fire the main gun. Sorry, the 1 to fire the main gun, and we're gonna go ahead and see if we hit first. We need to roll 6 or higher to hit. And roll 9, so we do hit. We penetrate on a 4, 5, or 6, and we manage to penetrate, and we don't even actually have to roll for damage, but yeah, it's a damage one, and that takes out that Panzer III, and well, at least that's something. But I gotta say, I'm never gonna disrespect a Panzer III again, because he made me go on fire, and that's likely gonna kill me. And that is the end. Then we have if fire. Okay, actually we have removed German smoke, and after that we have if fire level more than 0, roll on Sherman what damage chart below. 1d6 per fire level, use the lowest result. So where is our beautiful, here we go. What damage? So basically we roll a d6, and with a 1 we are destroyed. And, you know, higher it's just turret damage or immobilize. Okay. And we roll a 6, which is immobilized. So, I mean, worse things could definitely happen. Okay, and that is the end of the fire level. We then go to the Germans. This guy will get 4 dice. And that's funny, he rolls the same. So he rolls double 1, 2, and 4. He's on a field, so with the 1 he would fire or turn, but he can't fire, so he will turn. And then again, he cannot fire, so he will turn. And then we have a 2, which is move or turn, so he will move. And then on a roll of 4, he will turn, so he will turn facing our Sherman. And that's the end of the German turn. We roll for end of turn events and roll all adjacent German infantry attack. So we did not get a sniper, good for me, because my commander would have been killed. Okay, so it is the next turn, and we're gonna go ahead and button up. Since we have some problems here, we can't drive anywhere, so I'm not even gonna roll for movement. We roll a total of 4 dice for attack now, and we roll 5, 5, 6, 6. So that's a pretty good roll. We're gonna use the double 6 to load our gun, and then we'll use one of the 5s to fire the main gun. So to hit this guy now, he has a size of 5, and he's 2 hexes away, that's 7, and then he's in a building, so that makes it +1, so we have to roll 8 or higher to hit him. And roll 9, good. To penetrate the armor, we need to roll 4, 5, or 6. And we roll a 5, can you believe it? We penetrate his armor on the first try. 5 or 6 now, we kill this guy. Unfortunate, but that's how it goes sometimes. That is the end, and then we go ahead and roll 2 dice for miscellaneous table, and we still really need to get that fire on the controls. We need a 6 now. 1 and 4, so the 4 repairs me, and the 1 lets me load my gun. Okay, so that is the end for me. Then we have fire level again. We roll on what damage? We roll 6 again, so we're immobilized again. Darn it. And then it's the enemy's turn. He rolls 2 dice because he's also damaged. And he rolls a 6 and a 2. On a 2 he will turn. And on a 6 he will smoke. Popping smoke. Okay. I'm gonna kill this guy now because I can shoot as his side armor now. But before we do that, it's end of turn events, and we roll 8, which is all adjacent infantry attack. I really need to roll a 9. That was gonna let my commander extinguish that fire. It is the next event, next turn. We stay hold down. We don't want to risk getting killed in action. We are immobilized, so we can't move. We are gonna roll 4 dice on the fire chart. And okay, this is actually a very good roll. We couldn't have really hoped for a better roll. So we use the 5 to attack with AP. And we need to hit this guy. He's a size 5, 7, 8, because he is in a building, 8 or higher. Or he's next to a building, taking cover. So we roll 9, so we hit to penetrate his crappy armor, which is 4 on the frontal side. We have AP 1. We need 3 or higher now to penetrate the armor. So we should be able to do it. Ah! No, I can't believe it. Also, it should have been 9 to hit because he was smoked. Ah! Okay, I use a 2 to reload my gun, and then I use the 6 to fire. I need to hit this guy. He has a size of 5, 7, 8, 9, because he has smoke, 9 or higher to hit. And of course I roll a bloody 5. Okay, I'm super pissed right now. I used the last 1 to reload my gun. And then we roll on the miscellaneous table. I really need a roll of 6 now. Yes. So 6, we put out the bloody fire. 6, sorry, the 2 we can't do anything with. It's the German's turn. He rolls 2 since he is damaged, and he rolls bloody 5 and 1. That's the worst result we could get. The 1 repairs him, and the 5 lets him fire. To hit me, I am 2 hexes away with a size of 4. He needs 6 or higher. And he rolls 7, so of course he hits. To penetrate armor, he needs 6. And he rolls 4, thank God. That's the end of that. End of turn events. And roll a 4, which is sniper fire. It is our turn again, and again we are gonna roll on fire. We roll with 4d6. Roll 5, 4, 1, 1. So that's not perfect, but it works. We use the 5 to fire. To hit this guy now, we need a roll of, he has a size of 5, 7, 8, because he's in a building, 8 or higher. Crap on a stick, we roll 3. We use the 1 to reload, and that's it. We roll on miscellaneous table. We need a 4 now to repair, sorry, a 5 or 4. And roll a 5, so I'm good with that. The 2 is wasted, I can't use my machine gun, but we do repair. So next time I might get out of this position. And then we roll for our enemy, who now rolls 4, since he's no longer damaged. And he rolls 1, 2, 2, and 6. So with a 1, he's on a road. So with a 1, he will fire. So he needs to hit me. I'm size 4. He needs 6 right. Reroll that one. And he rolls 6, so he hits to penetrate. He needs a roll of 6, and he rolls 1. And then with a roll of 2, he will move. And then on a roll of 2, he will move. And then on a roll of 6, he will fire. So this time he's firing at my front. He needs a 6 or higher to hit. And he rolls 8. And to penetrate now, because he's firing at my frontal side, he needs 5 or higher. And the bloody guy rolls a 6. I can't believe it. How can this Panzer freeze be so dangerous? Okay, we roll for damage. Okay, he rolls a 1. I explode. Okay, that's so sad. I was sure that I was gonna get him now, as he exposes his back rear side armor, which is 3. I was sure I was gonna get him, and then I would clean up these bloody infantry one by one, just clean them out, and then head for an exit. But this bloody guys, first he hits me, he needed to roll 6 or higher, and he does that. Then he managed to penetrate my armor. He needs to roll a 5 or 6. He does that. And then to kill me in one strike, he needs to roll a 1. And of course, he does that. I don't know what Mike Lambo fed these bloody Panzer IIIs. Maybe it's because I'm using the Type 95, I believe it is, miniatures. Maybe that's what's actually cursing me. Or maybe it is that I'm too... I think the main problem is that I'm too immobile. And I just think that's the... I know that I have a very specific mindset when I play games. I tend to go very... For example, when I play... I hate to play, real-time strategy games with my friends. Because, they're using bloody, catapults and fast riding cavalry and so on. I'm the guy who, just bunkers down, fills my base with towers. And, I'm basically the tower defense guy. And I just laugh at me. They use the catapults. And I'm just sitting there with my 127 towers who cannot fire at that range. And... just sit there and shit my pants while I'm waiting for that guy to show up and after he killed all my towers and kill me. So that's what happens. I think I gotta be a little bit more mobile. I just feel... I feel limited with the movement because I'm not very often that you actually will get more than perhaps either 2 movements and 1 turn or perhaps 2 turns and 1 movement. Because, you have the reverse or you get too many turns. That's usually what happens, that you get only 1 movement and then a bunch of turns. So, but, well, I think I'm going to try for my next game for Mission 5. I think I am going to go ahead and try to be a little bit more active on the movement part. But anyway, we have won 1 missions. We haven't failed them all. We have won 1 out of 3 missions. Next mission is mission 4, just passing through the lake. This looks difficult. Let's see our objective. Move off the map in the direction of the red arrow. So that's pretty fun. That basically means we have to get the hell out of here. We can't stay put. We gotta run. So that sounds like a very good mission for me to learn how to actually get off my ass and move. And let's see here, the events is sniper fire, mechanical failure, that's immobilized, German infantry, and Stuka. Okay, I think I can do that, and we're gonna start this map with 1 Tiger and 1 Panzer IV and a bunch of infantry. Okay, guys, the mud is likely to slow you down. Yeah, that's right, because when you're on mud, oh crap, when you're on mud, you only roll 0 dice base movement. So you are gonna have to keep your hatch open, that's for sure. Wondering if I should go... Let's see, if you go here, you have to pass minimum of 3 mud hexes. But if you go here... Yeah, it's still gonna be 3 because it's 1, 2, 3. I think that this side looks better to me, but what do I know? There's less buildings here. The buildings, with the infantry can become problematic if you don't have your hatch buttoned up. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop talking because I gotta edit this video and then I gotta, shoot the next one. I want to thank you so much for joining me for this adventure, Mike Lambo's Lone Sherman, a Solitaire Wargame. If you're not subscribed already, I would be so happy if you would go ahead and get subscribed. Don't forget that liking the video and also commenting on the video helps me out a lot. And really, don't forget to comment, guys, because I can have 1,000 views. It doesn't matter to me. That's just numbers. When I see people commenting, I get to, discuss the game with someone, and that really makes me happy. So if you have the time, if you have an account, please give me a comment. Let's discuss. You can tell me that I'm bloody stupid. I'll accept it because I gotta be. I lost 2 missions out of 3. Something is wrong with me. But like I said, I'm gonna start getting a little bit more mobile. So this is the perfect mission for me to train that. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. See you next time.